Hi, everyone. My name is Adrienne Franklin, and I'm coming to you from Riverside, California, here in my small studio. And I know you're excited to see my dolls. I'm excited to show them to you. So let's get started. Um, I started knitting less than 20 years ago, and I was knitting afghans and blankets and hats and scarves. Wonderful. I enjoyed every minute of that. And then the great grands came and I started knitting baby blankets and baby clothes and toys and little dolls. And I enjoyed the toys and the dolls so very, very much. So I decided that I would continue knitting the toys and the dolls. And then one day my daughter came to me and asked if I would knit her a doll. Well, my daughter is a grown, sassy lady. So I went online and I searched around for a sassy doll for my daughter. And I did. I found a pattern. And I tried very hard to duplicate this pattern. And I had some difficulty with that, but excuse me. Hmm? I'm sorry, I'm online. And I'm sorry about that. So anyway, I knitted this little doll for my daughter, and she loved it, and I loved it, and I had told my husband, I think when I go back in my room, she's going to stand up and walk. Well, she didn't stand up and walk, but I was just floored by her. And I'd like you to, if I can, I'd like you to see Nyla is her name. And I'd like you to see her. I'm going to show you my PowerPoint presentation now. And here she is, my very first hand knit gorgeous doll that I made for my daughter. I just I just couldn't believe that I could do such a thing. So after I had knitted her and given her to my daughter, I said, I wonder if I can repeat that. Can I actually make another doll? So I went back to knitting again, and there was my next doll. And that's when I knew I could do this. I can do this. I can make these dolls. And I was having so much fun. Let me tell you, I can't tell you. Every time I would complete one, I would just sit there and talk with them. So I decided to open a little Etsy shop and share these little dolls with other doll lovers. And these were three of my, well, let me just say, these were my three favorite dolls. So they were on my Etsy page and I sold them, needless to say. So a lot of people have since asked me, how do you make these beautiful little dolls? So I have a slide presentation that I like to show you of how I make these beautiful little dolls. First, I knit their head. I usually knit the head in the round and I stuff them. I knit their torso, their arms and hands as one, the arms and the hands, and then I knit sleeves if I'm going to put a dress or or pants on them. I knit the legs and the feet. They're all knitted in one piece, just different color yarn. I then seam them using the mattress stitch. I seam and I stuff them with polyester fiber fill. I use roving wool felted balls to make their breasts. And I use the pipe cleaners for their skeletal system. So they are all coming to life now. This is my favorite part here. When I start putting them together, I just get a kick out of that. Then I attach her head and her torso, her arms, her sleeves, and her legs. And now they're coming to life, as you can see. I then start to embroider the face. I knit the eyelashes last. Those are the very last things I do. I apply the finger and toenail color using yarn. And then I apply her jewelry and her hair. And this is her face view. Once she's completed, you can see she has a necklace on. This little lady was actually a custom order, my very first custom order doll. And the customer wanted diamond earrings, diamond necklace, diamond bracelet, diamond ring. So she had all of that. And they were also very specific about her hair and the color that they wanted. This is what they wanted. They wanted a mixture of black and brown hair and a braid down the center. So that was fun. I enjoy custom orders because I give people exactly what they want.
Adrienne, sorry.
Yes.
Your sound is a little unstable. It kind of goes in and out.
Okay.
Did you change something since we did the test?
No, nothing.
Is there
I will
anything you can
I will
think of?
turn it up. Let me see if is that better? Can you hear me better? Maybe it's me.
Um, I don't know. Let's keep going and I let you know
Okay.
if it's
Well, let
not
me
very
know
good.
and I'll speak a little louder, but I haven't changed anything. And this is her here. And then voila, I have a hand knit gorgeous doll, all done already. And she's beautiful. They loved her. These were the colors that they requested that she wear. She even has a belt around her waist. And she's wearing my signature watches that I put on my dolls as well. Now, this little lady was a Christmas gift for a lady pastor that I was requested to make. And the colors were purple and gold. And I knitted this little lady in December, early December, I started. And she arrived in time for Christmas. So I was very busy getting her ready. The gold jacket just floored me. I was surprised. I didn't think it would come out that well. It was beautiful, but that's what I saw when they gave me the colors that they wanted. They also sent me a picture of the lady pastor. She wears eyeglasses, so I made eyeglasses for her as well. As you can see, she's holding a miniature Bible in her lap. So I found that online, and that was wonderful. I was able to give them this little Bible as well. And this is a custom order mermaid. People love mermaids. Ladies love mermaids. I see this little queen here is sitting in this lady's living room. And she told me she's the queen of her living room. She loves her mermaid. So I wanted to share that with you. And this, of course, custom order means she told me exactly what colors she wanted. She wanted the color of her eyes, which you can't really see here, but she told me the color she wanted for that as well. And she wanted diamonds, so her mermaid was wearing diamonds. If you do purchase one of my dolls, you will receive a beautiful project bag by Galliana Creations. These are just for customers who purchase from me. I have little gifts for you. They're about 8 inches wide and 18 inches long, and they can hold yarn and whatnots, anything you decide. Also, you will receive these two lovely sewing pins. They come in different colors, so they're not all blue, but they're made by Leslie Stortz, and she makes these beautiful little pins. If you have a pin cushion, these sewing pins would look lovely sitting in your pin cushion. They will just brighten your pin cushion up. Also, this is how you can reach me. You can reach me at www.handknit gorgeousdolls.com. I just opened this website. So if you go there, you'll also get a pop-up asking you to join my monthly newsletter. And if you do decide to sign up for my monthly newsletter, you'll receive a $10 off coupon for any doll or mermaid that you may like. And that includes custom orders as well. And this little lady that you see here, she sold right away when I showed her off. Her name was Zora, and she's holding a glass of wine. So some of my dolls, if it's up to you, can hold wine or can hold a book. It's up to you what you would like to see, or knitting needles for that matter. Some of my dolls have knitting needles in their hand. They're actually knitting. You can reach me on Instagram as well, Hand Knit Gorgeous Dolls. So if any of you are Instagram followers, please feel free to reach out to me there. And I'm also on Facebook. You can reach out to me on Facebook as well, Hand Knit Gorgeous Dolls. If you would like to email me, it's very simple, handknitgorgeousdolls@gmail.com, and I will answer your email promptly. So thank you for looking at my PowerPoint presentation. And now I'd like to actually show you my dolls. Let me just come out of here. There. Give me one moment to set up my doll cam, and I will show you these little beautiful little ladies. Trying to find my doll cam here. I know it's here. Just give me a moment. Here. Let's see if I can pin. Yeah. Okay. Oh my. Um, I don't know why I can't open my doll cam. Start video. Oh, there. There she is. And she's holding a book of knitting, the big book of knitting. And it actually has about 12 pages in it. And it talks about knitting, purling. It actually has written instructions in there. She also has a beautiful necklace on her neck, a belt around her waist, and she has on her watch, it's either a Fitbit, some people have told me they're Fitbits, some tell me they're Apple Watches. And she's got a little diamond ring there on her finger and two bracelets on her wrist. Her hair is made of yarn, and I have it in a ponytail. I started making dolls, these dolls actually, I believe it was 2015. And I've been knitting for maybe, I think I started in early 2000s, that I do know. And I was working then. But these little ladies didn't come to light until my daughter asked me to make her a little doll, a little lady doll. The chairs, my husband actually makes the chairs. So when you purchase a doll, you actually get the chair with the doll as well. Yes, I'm way more stylish than you. Oh, Heather, I don't know about that. That's probably you. And this is Fiona. Fiona's a redhead. I had requests for redheads, so I decided to knit a redhead. And here she is. She likes to talk, let me tell you. She's got a lot to say. She's got on a beautiful necklace and a gold belt around her waist. She too is wearing a Fitbit or an Apple Watch and a diamond ring. Her nails have red yarn, that's her polish on her tip, and here's her toenails and her fingernails. And that's Fiona. And I want you to meet Sammy. Sammy is holding a glass of wine. And she too has a belt around her waist. She's wearing a gold bracelet. And her fingernail and toenail has a little sheen to it. And she's got on a red ring there. Look at that beautiful ruby ring. These dolls are not toys. They're not to be played with. They're not for small children because of the jewelry, the small little metal pieces that I have. I really wouldn't want a child to choke on that or anything like that or harm themselves. These are for ladies and young ladies, young girls who will take care of their doll. They're actually beautiful conversation pieces, but they are for display only. They're not toys. And I say that because I sent a little mermaid to my great granddaughter, and she wanted to put the doll in the tub with her. She told her parents that, well, mermaids live in the water, so she couldn't understand why she couldn't put her mermaid in the bathtub with her. So no, they're not for little girls. They're for older girls who would appreciate this beautiful treasure. This is Jayla. Beautiful, just beautiful. I just get a kick out of these ladies. And a lot of times I don't really know. When I start off just knitting maybe the arms and fingers because I'm not sure of the color of the outfit that I'd like them to wear. So usually by the time I finish the arm and the fingers, I have an idea of the color outfit I would like them to wear. And then I begin knitting their legs and their torso and their sleeves. And this is Gabrielle. Gabrielle is holding a glass of wine also. And like I said, this is I can remove the wine and put a book in her hand or knitting needles in their hand. It's up to you. Or nothing. They don't have to hold anything. There's no extra fee for that or anything. That's just your taste from me to you. These little ladies are so just so jazzy sometimes. I just get a kick out of them. Now, I remember when I knitted this dress, it wasn't actually for Gabrielle. It was for another doll. However, I did not like how that dress looked on the other doll. So I put it on Gabrielle and it was just for her. So they kind of speak to me sometimes in that respect. And this is Clarissa. Carissa's a party girl. She loves going out and having fun. She's got on this beautiful dress. It came out a little shorter than I anticipated. I thought it was actually a little longer than that when I knitted it. But it looked great on her. She just looks jazzy. What can I say? And she's wearing a beaded necklace and a beaded bracelet. And of course, she has her diamond ring on her finger and her watch, Fitbit or Apple, whatever you like to call it. And if you happen to see, sometimes you can see a little white showing underneath. It's actually my tag. That's where I put my tag. It says Hand Knit Gorgeous Dolls by Adrienne Franklin. And it's under the hair. And this is Nikki. Check out Nikki. Nikki is just a cutie schmootie, don't you think? Look at that. Look at the bracelet on her arm. Can you see that? It actually matches her outfit. I get such a kick out of knitting these little ladies. I really do. I cannot stop. They sort of speak to me when I'm knitting them. So I have a good time. They kind of determine the color of their hair as I'm knitting them and seaming them, putting them together. And I really can't duplicate, like I couldn't make another Nikki and have her face to look just like this. It's difficult, very difficult. They all want have their own faces, I think. And this is Cascada. This is Cascada, and she's got my mermaid, and she is wearing the colors of the rainbow. And look at this beautiful tail. Fun knitting the tails. The tail is you may to look at it you wouldn't think it's so detailed, but the tail fin is very detailed in knitting to create, especially with this yarn, to create these stitches. And cascada, I believe, is waterfall in Spanish. Beautiful waterfall. I try to name my mermaids after water or sand and sun. Of course, you can always change the name of the dolls. You don't have to go with the name I give them. And here is my mini me. She's knitting, of course. And she's also my business card holder. So if anyone wants a custom order, business card holder, it can be done. Just send me your picture. And we'll go into details, of course, about the type of doll that you may want, as far as clothing, dresses, pants, jewelry, eyeglasses. All of the custom dolls have ears and earrings as well. So you get to choose the type of earrings you'd like your doll to have. And of course, whether you would like them to be knitting, reading, it's up to you, or holding a glass of wine. And this is Claire. I knitted this beautiful little blue dress with the diamonds going down the front. I thought it was just so beautiful. And her top, it has little silver speckles in it, so it's really shiny, along with the um, motif going down the front of her dress. I don't know if you can see it on the cam, but they actually have little sparkles in there. She's wearing 2 bracelets, and her polish is sparkly blue on her toes and her fingers. She too is wearing a watch and a diamond ring. She also has a necklace on, a gold necklace on, but I don't know if you can see it at that angle, but she does have on a necklace as well. And here is Miss Lola Lee Lakes. Miss Lola Lee Lakes. She's named after a character of Dr. Seuss. She's named after Miss Lola Lee Lou. I don't know if anyone out there knows Lola Lee Lou, but her name is Lola Lee Lakes. But she has the beautiful tail. Beautiful. Look at that tail fin. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just so big. And she's also wearing the colors of the rainbow. And this little lady is my Mila. Look at her. She's just gorgeous. Now I have to tell you about Maya. She she's actually on the cover of the William Grant Still Art Center 40th anniversary of their Black Doll show. She's on their cover. I was so blown away when I saw that on their website that they put her on their cover. Thank you, Jana. Thank you. And my little mermaids have seashell necklaces. You can see she's got hers on. Show them your necklace. They all have a little seashell. That's why I say they're not for very small children, but they're for young little ladies who would appreciate these little dolls. But as I said before, most of my dolls I sell to grown women. They love them. They display them. Some have them in their bathrooms to help decorate their seaside decor bathroom. This is River. Another one with beautiful tails. Look at that. And Misty. Misty is the shy one. Oh, certainly, Mary Ellen, most certainly. I would love to make a doll for you. And she too is wearing her seashell necklace. And this little lady is the thinnest of the bunch of mermaids. Her name is Misty. And her body is very thin, like a fish. And now I would like to show you my tools that I use. Let me just unpin. My bag. Ah, there I am. Okay. To get these dolls to come out the way they do, I have a magnifying glass. Most people want to know about this. So yes, I do wear a magnifying glass. I have a very brightly lit room, but the magnifying glass is key. And it just sits there like this. I don't know if you can see, so I'll stand up. But this is my magnifying glass, and I'm able to sit and knit with my magnifying glass so I can see very clearly what I'm doing. I also talk to you about the stuffing. I use white polyester stuffing as well as black polyester stuffing. I have both. The white I use on my lighter skin tone dolls and lighter color clothing, and the black polyester fiber fill I use for my darker skin tone dolls and my darker clothing. So it really works well. And I purchased it on Amazon. Oh yes, that magnifying glass does, huh? Some dolls have long hair, some dolls have curly hair. The dolls with the straight long hair, I have an ironing pad and I have a mini steam iron, and I press the yarn for their hair with the mini steam iron, and it comes out long and straight. Now for my curly hair, I take a skewer, I take the color yarn I would like, and I wrap the yarn, let me start here, around the skewer like this. And once I get it all wrapped, I turn on my oven and I get out my baking pan, my baking sheet, and I take my yarn, my skewer rather, and I sit it on top of the baking sheet. I don't sit it in the baking sheet. I sit it on top, on the edges of the baking sheet. And then I put this, maybe a little splash of water, and I dampen the skewer. And I put it in the oven for approximately 20 minutes to half an hour until the these are dry. So when the skewers are dry. And when I take it out of the oven and cool it off, I take it off, and guess what? I have curly yarn for curly hair. And I just take them and I'll cut them off. And I will show you how I put them in my doll's hair. But it comes out curly in the oven. And of course I have more than one skewer when I'm baking hair. Also, my skeletal system for my dolls are pipe cleaners. I don't use the ones that you find in the craft store though. These pipe cleaners are true pipe cleaners for people who smoke pipes. I find them a little sturdier than the pipe cleaners that I can get from the yarn store. Yes, and my little ladies are made with DK weight yarn and some worsted weight yarn, because some worsted weight, I find the colors so beautiful, and they're really coming out with some great yarns now. So I use worsted on some of the dolls as well as, but most of them are made from DK weight. Let's see. Also, if you purchase a doll, all of the dolls come in a beautiful gift box. So if it's not for you, it's for someone else, they will have the gift box, and all you have to do is add a bow. Now I would like to show you how I put the hair in the doll's head. Let me go back to my doll cam. Give me a moment. Oh, where are you, doll cam? I don't see my doll cam. Do you see my doll cam?
I try it.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you. I take my crochet hook. And I think it's better with the light off. Oh, I have some hair in here, but I'll show you. What I usually have eyelashes in, but for demonstration, no eyelash, because I really want you to see clearly how I get the bar where, and I just, sometimes I have to take it out if it's not straight or I'm not happy. I grab a bar. I take a piece of yarn that I have ironed and made straight. I wrap it around that hook and pull it through. Now I have a loop. And I take the two strands, the two ends, and pull it through. Again, I find a bar that I would like, and I put them in one strand at a time. As you can see, it actually makes two, but it's one strand of yarn at a time. And I pull it through. And that is how I put the straight hair in. For the curly hair that I just took off the skewer, same thing. I find a bar, and I pull it through. I take the ends, and I take, just like I did with the straight hair. And there you have the curl. And I'll do another one. I have to find a bar. By the way, I've been told that I'm a very patient person, so this proves it, I guess, huh? And there. And I do one strand at a time until I'm happy with it. Oh, let me show you this little lady that I'm working on right now, actually. She's a custom order doll. I'm working on her, so she's not complete, but she's going to be a gift to a lady lawyer. So I was sent a picture of the lady, and I was told her favorite color is yellow, and that she likes to wear short sleeve dresses. And she has thin braids in her hair, black hair. So I put some of the braids in. I'm not quite finished. But yes, she'll be coming along. Oh, and she also wears glasses. So she'll have glasses on. And she's got a little gap in her tooth. So I put a little gap there as well. So the custom order is turning out pretty nicely so far. And she'll get all her jewelry and her polish. And being she's a lawyer, I actually purchased a mini Black's Law Dictionary for her to hold. So I'm sure that this little lady, when she arrives, will be a big hit. She's going to be a business card holder. So the lawyer's business cards will go here. Just wanted to share that with you.
Adrienne, there's some questions in the chat.
Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. Yes, I do. I trim the hair. I give them a haircut. I trim them. I'm not very good at it. I was just saying yesterday, I'm not very good at this, but I do trim it. Yes. And when they arrive to you, you can still trim it as well. Yes, each doll takes weeks. It's not, I can't put it in hours. I did that a few years ago and it frightened me when I saw how many hours I was using up. But they do take weeks to make because I don't like to rush. I want to make sure they come out the way I want them to or the way my client wants them to. The furthest was I guess Great Britain. That was the furthest I've ever sent a doll. Oh, the pipe cleaners. The pipe cleaners are their skeletal system. That is how they stay in this shape that they're in with their legs crossed. I use these. And if it's not long enough, I can put two together like that. And when I do that, I take tape, usually double face tape, and I tape around it so that this way, when I insert them to the doll, the stuffing will stick to the double face and I don't have to worry about this coming apart or poking someone. Now, I told you that I love dolls, so I do have some favorite toy designers out there, and I just want to give honorable mention to some of them. One of them, this is Rabbits and Robots, and I love her little dolls. Maybe you can see it better here. I just love her little dolls. They're very easy to make. Thank you. And this is by Rabbits and Robots, and just cute. And if you're a beginner knitter, if you know someone who likes little animals and things like and insects, she has them on her site. They're too cute. And this little fellow is from Twins Blogspot. These ladies make cute little toys also. I made these all for my great grands and mailed them all away. And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't have one for myself. And my husband said, well, I want one too. So this is Junior. He's ours. He sits in the living room and watches TV with us. And this little lady, I found her in Ravelry a few years back. I needed a pincushion and I didn't want the everyday ordinary pincushion. And her name is Miss Ouch. And you can find her on Ravelry under Ouch, a different kind of pincushion. And I think I used size 000 needles on her. I don't think I would do it that small. My needles, I knit my dolls. I use size 3 needles to knit my dolls with. Size 3 is what I start off with, especially with the arms and legs. And then I go down to a size 2. And then I go down to a size 1. And for their fingers, I go down to a size 0 and 0 needles. Now you'll see these are bent. The size 0 and the size 0 needles are bent to the shape of my palm because the way I hold them, I cannot use wooden needles. I crack them all. They just snap. But so these are what I use. But I end up bending these as well. I've always been a tight knitter. There's one last toy I want to share with you because I'm getting ready to put him away. He's seasonal. And this is by Alan Dart. If no one knows him, he's an artist from the UK. His patterns are fabulous. Um, this is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He's getting ready to be put away, so I wanted to show him to you before I put him away for next year. And he is by alandart.uk. Yes, Alan Dart, he is wonderful. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites. Have you knitted anything by Alan Dart? If you haven't and you're thinking of it, let me tell you what you should do. You should, after you knit the piece, tag it. You've got a lot of this, and tag the piece that you knit, because when you're putting it together, you may not realize just where does this little piece go, because a lot of his designs, his patterns come in small pieces, like the tail is two pieces, the ears are two pieces, you know, and these are all separate pieces that have to be, his antlers are separate and have to be put together. So I suggest you tag them so that you will know exactly what piece they are when you're putting it together. And because they speak the Queen's English, so it's not quite the same as our English here. I suggest you write down what he says that piece is, so that when you go back, you can put it together properly. Or you'll be staring at it wondering, what was this for? Well, yes, please, please knit some of his patterns. They'll bring you so much joy. My dolls bring me so much joy, so I do understand that. And I just want to thank you all for coming today. This has been a fabulous day for me. Um, any more questions? I do crochet small animals. Oh, yes, 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 I understand. I'm not a crocheter. I have crocheted a few items, but I can't show them to you. But I enjoy crochet. It's quick. That's wow. It's like wow, so much faster than knitting. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the bingo word, my goodness, you mermaids. Mermaids is my bingo word. Mermaids with an S on the end. Thank you for visiting. You're welcome. I'm so happy I could share. Thank you, Karen. Let's see, anything I can show you, anything that I may have missed? I think I've got it all. Oh, the bell up there. That's our City of Riverside's logo, actually. That bell that you see up there, I knitted. I belong to the Riverside Knitting Guild, and when we used to meet, we would have a two-ball challenge. And the two-ball challenge is that you receive two balls of wool. Everyone at that time had the same color, and it was just two balls. And you had to take it home and not tell anybody what you were going to knit, and try to think out of the box and knit something different. And they gave us about 6 months, I think, to work on it. Well, this was what I submitted. Like I said, it's the City of Riverside's logo. It's called the Rain Cross, and some people know it as the Mission Ill, the Mission Inn Bell, located in downtown Riverside, California. But this was my two-ball challenge. Knitting the bell, I think took me 8 attempts to get the bell just the way I wanted to. I had some yarn that was exactly the same, just different color, but it was exactly the same weight, the same company. So I was able to practice. I was so happy for that because it took me quite a bit to get this bell together. And I think that's it.
Adrienne,
Thank you. Yes.
there's a question from Lisa. She's asking how long does it take to make a commission?
Oh, right now I have 2 custom orders, so it takes about a month. I would say a month. Because I have to make sure I have the yarn that you wish, the colors that you wish, the jewelry. I have to make sure I have everything. And I keep you informed every step of the way. I send pictures as I'm creating so that you see what stage I'm at. Thank you, Carolyn.
That was great.
Thank you.
If anybody want to tell something to Adrienne, like you're done, right, Adrienne?
Yes.
So you're welcome to unmute yourself. Just tell us what you think. I think that was amazing. I love her dolls. They're so sassy, right?
That's right.
That's the word, right?
My daughter.
Okay, so if everybody's shy, I think that's it for the morning session. And well, it's kind of into the afternoon, so we have 2.5 hour break. We'll be back here 4 o'clock. So please go and have lunch and do whatever you have to do for the day. And I see you here again at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, bye for now.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate this. Thank you, Eureka.
You're welcome. Thank you. I will end the meeting for now because my computer has to process the recording, so I don't want like lose like whole day worth of recording. So
Gotcha.
I end it once. Okay, see you at 4 o'clock.
Okay.